Hi everyone and welcome to another Skyrim mod feature episode 40. First up in this video we have a 2K Grass Retexture. Now this focuses on increasing the quality of the vanilla texture, so there's no additional or different looking grass here. This will look like it does in the vanilla game but in a much higher resolution. At this point in Skyrim's life, there's many Grass Retextures and overhauls, but it's nice to see someone stick to the vanilla textures and really increase the quality of those and get a very nice result in game. And here for the before shots I'm using a 4K retexture, and obviously I'm applying the 2K grass mod over the top. And you can see it holds up very nicely against the 4K texture and really does look very nice in game. If you're a fan of the vanilla look and feel of Skyrim, this may be a mod you really want to look at. Retain that feel of the vanilla game but just increase the quality significantly enough to improve the visual effect. It's well worth looking at and I definitely recommend trying this mod out. Next up we have Embers HD. Now this is a very good retexture for the embers that you'll find in game, for example in fire pits like this, and there's also an add-on for the forges in the smiths across Skyrim. This mod has a 1K and 2K version. It's the 2K version that I'm using in this video, and there's also a compatibility patch for Ultimate HD fire effects. On top of that, in the optional download section you'll also find patches which will increase the orange cast given by fires. There's a 1K and 2K version of that download. What I really like about this mod is the way it brings the fires to life. We'll see here in the before and after shots, this is the vanilla version, followed by the mod, and you can just see that nice deep red glow effect that you get on the embers. It just brings the fires to life and just really does add some nice aesthetic appeal. I would definitely recommend you try this mod out for yourself. As with all texture mods, it is down to personal preference, but I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with this one once you've applied it in game and probably will not go back to the vanilla version once you've tried this mod. If you like the look of it, obviously head over to the mod authors page and check it out there. Next I'm going to move on to a mod that really piqued my interest over the weekend and early on in this week, and this is the GlassUI mod. What this mod essentially does is it changes the look and feel of the user interface added by SkyUI. The mod comes in several different colour variants and more have actually been added since I recorded this video, but I will be going through 4 of those colours, and the one that you're seeing on screen now is the default GlassUI colour. And as you can see, the default colour is this nice white effect. It can be a little bit difficult to read certain text while you're in your journal or in your save menu. However, in normal menus such as weapons and spells, everything is very easy to read and it looks very nice in game. Obviously mods like this are down to personal preference, and the mod author has tried to give you enough colours to appease everyone's taste. I definitely recommend trying it out for yourself, and you know what to do, head down to the link in the description to head to the mod author's page and check it out there. Next I want to show you the Orient Set. Now this is more of a resource than a mod, however you can add it to your own player homes or anywhere in Skyrim if you so please. Now you may recognise some of these items from Eleonora's latest player home, the Tiny Shack, especially the coffee bag which will be coming up later in the scene. And basically this mod or resource is a nice way of adding great looking Orient items and furniture to your own player home. To do that you will need to enter this test area, which is where I'm taking all the footage from, and to do that you simply need to type in COC, which is Center on Cell, space, AAA, Orient Test as all one word, and this will be coming up on the screen now. And once you've done that you'll find yourself in this nice testing area. Now you can see here we've got all the items added by the mod. There's also some up on this shelf here to the right hand side of me and some behind me in this small room, and there are quite nice little features here. So to add these to your game or anywhere, say in Skyrim or a player home, you're going to need to use the console and simple console commands to add them in. Now I also recommend using a mod such as Jaxonz Positioner for this, because not only will it give you more information about the item, it will also help you move the item into your desired position. So I've got Jaxonz Position on, and we'll see how that works with moving these about. So you're going to need to open your console, which is the tilde key on your keyboard. So that's the top left near the number 1. And once you've opened it, you get control of the mouse pointer here. and you basically need to select the item. That's clicking with the mouse, left mouse button, or with say A on the 360 controller. And as you can see on the right hand side here, this is Jack's positioner's stuff here. You can see you can get some nice information about the item. You can see what ESP it's from, what its base ID is, and that's what we'll need to add it into the game. Its ID and also its object type. As you can see here, it's a static object. So to add this in, we're going to need the base ID, and we're also going to need the console command player.place at me. And then you're going to need to put in space and type in that base ID, which is AA000 DE1. And then all you need to do is hit enter, close the console, and you can see my character's just moved there, and that's because the table's actually been added underneath him. And as you can see, it's a very weird angle, and this is where Jaxonz positioner comes in real handy, because we can actually move this item into our desired position and straighten it up a bit. And to do that, we'll need to select the item again in the console, because currently with Jaxonz positioner we have the other table selected. So if I open up the console again, get this mouse pointer, click on this table, close the console, and press my Jaxonz positioner selection key, which will highlight the table to tell me I've got it selected, and then I can simply rotate this into position, move it up and down, move it to the side, do whatever I want with it really. I can even turn it all the way upside down if I really wanted to, and then when I've finished, hit that key again and it locks the table in place. And that is how you can add these to your game. Now as you can see, I've just added it in this test cell, which isn't really what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to add it anywhere in Skyrim, but once you've added the ID codes or whatever you want to the console, they're saved there in again. So say you only want a couple of these items, I suggest putting them all into the console. This saves time writing them down, believe me. Put them all into the console, load them up into this test cell, then go to wherever you want on Skyrim, say into a player home or somewhere, and then you'll be able to sift through the console commands using page up and page down to select the desired object and pull it into your player home, then move it with Jaxonz positioner. So if you have want any more information on how to do this, just send me a PM or something, or post down in the comments, and I'll actually make a video on how to use Jaxonz positioner and add these items around Skyrim. So this is the Orient Set. It's a really nice little resource for modders. As I've already said, Eleanor has used them in their latest player home, the Tiny Shack, and it was this coffee bag and set over here, which is quite nicely placed in that player home as well. It's really recommended to look at this mod. There's some very nice little things in here. I especially like the game board over here, which I can't get to because this table's in the way. There we go. This game board over here looks pretty cool, and it's very nice just to set on any table in a player home. It just adds a little bit more colour and just a homely feel to a player home or property. So if you like the look of this one, head over to the mod authors page, check it out there, and obviously endorse if you use. This next mod is called Stretch and Taunt, and what it does is it changes this. You see how I've drawn my weapon? This is in the vanilla game, and my players are just static. Now with this new mod on, we will see Stretch and Taunt animations played by the character. Obviously these will only play in third person, and it's very similar to what you'll see the NPCs do when they're trying to taunt you before battle. The mod currently works if you have one-handed weapon. It also works if you're unarmed, like so, and also with dual wielding and magic. It really does add a nice little bit of immersion to your player, and just looks a little bit better than your character just standing there doing nothing when they've drawn their weapon. If you like the look of this one, please do head over to the mod authors page to check it out there, and obviously endorse if you use, and go back to this mod because I'm sure more animations will be added in the future. Next up, we have a mod which changes and adds things to the East Trading Company. Essentially adds new NPCs to the East Trading Company in Solitude. However, you will see some of them walking around Skyrim. For example, I've seen some in Whiterun. And on top of that, it adds a new armor set to the game. This armor set can be purchased from a couple of the NPCs. You'll find one in Solitude and one in Windhelm, or you can obviously kill one of the East Trading Company and steal it off their dead body, or add it via the console. The armor set includes gloves, boots, a cuirass and a helmet, as well as a shield and a new weapon, all emblazed with the East Trading Company's logo. The quality of the armor can be increased at the forge and has the starting stats similar to that of the elven armor. In my opinion, this is a really interesting looking armor set and definitely adds some much needed depth to the East Empire Trading Company. Last but not least, we have a great little mod which adds wards to the Alteration School of Magic. In order to obtain these new tomes, you'll need to head to Brittle Shin Pass. In there, you'll need to defeat a necromancer and their minions, and then you'll be able to pick up the new spells from the enchanting table. The new spells are pretty lore friendly and do have their own colorization and special effects, and in my opinion they look pretty good in game and match the Alteration School very nicely. So that brings me to the end of another Skyrim mod feature, episode 40. If you've liked any of the mods that I've shown in this video, please do check them out on the mod authors pages. The links are provided in the description below. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.